Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we got the majority of cell block A done. We still need to put the flooring in as well as have a much bigger seat for the super guard there. Swole guard. And we also managed to get a couple more grants, technically air quotes, done, although the things that the grants were wanting us to spend the money on, we didn't really place, and that light is going to get dismantled and moved because it's right in this walkway. Anyway, in this episode, what I want to do is finish off this cell block, so put the flooring in and such. We need to put some flooring in around this area so the guards and other, well, just everybody can traverse the prison without any great difficulty, and we'll probably finish off the infirmary, more common room, and maybe visitation on kitchen canteen, basically getting ready for prisoners for next episode. So let's crack on with that. So first things first, walls and doors, and we need to place some doors in here and here, although do I want to do that? If I do that, it'll class this as a separate room, so actually maybe I don't want to do that. Originally this was going to be the toilet, which is still going to be the toilet, but we'll do that and then we'll have the toilets run along there. That'll be alright. And then let's go for a bit of pipe work and then we'll connect it straight across like so. And then we're going to have toilets in here. Obviously we've also got these phones which will run eventually all the way down to the bottom. The issue that we have is that, well, essentially we we don't have any security area yet, which we will be placing soon, and that allows us to have phone taps, and obviously we do need really very heavily automation stuff. That is fairly important. This door here, I'm also tempted to remove, because at the moment they can come in both sides, but do they need it? I don't really know. It depends on where the visitors and stuff are escorted to. But anyway, let's go up to max speed. Oh, we also got the kitchen and canteen for the staff area done as well, which was fairly important because, well, there was some guards and stuff that were starving. You can see they do have some need there, which is recreation, comfort, and all that sort of thing, which they will hopefully fulfill when they're in here. But at least that guy's on break, and you can see there's now food need, and they're going to pick up a tray there with, looks like an orange, and I'm still going to say tomato, but I don't know. Actually, it would probably be an apple, wouldn't it, now that I think of it? Yeah, I said tomato or grapefruit, but it's blatantly an apple. Oh well, so we've got this getting placed in here. Let's go ahead and go over to our object and table, and we're going to place all of the tables in here. Like so, and then we will go for the bottom bit here, and then finally the benches, like so. So this is going to be our canteen, not sorted because we haven't got the flooring put in, but it's for the most part done anyway. And there we go. It doesn't take too much money to do that. The kitchen is currently the right size-ish for really what we need. Let's go ahead and place a lot of flooring. So the standard concrete tiles is going to be what we use here, and we are going to place a lot of them right now because obviously we'll have access points all the way around here, and we're going to run them up and around, and I might as well place them around where we're going to have the patrols. The problem with the patrols and just stuff in general is that really realistically we can't have them set a lot. We're going to have to use the scheduler and automation. The reason for that is simply because we won't have many guards, and that was obviously the original intention here. So for flooring, I think we will go for something a bit different. Iron floor would be nice. It's currently 10 per square meter, and that's 10, so actually an iron floor would be quite nice in here. I say quite nice, it's going to look probably quite horrible, but at least we're going to place some flooring in here, and we... Ooh, that's wrong. There we go. That's better, and that's all the flooring in there. We'll go for some white tiles in here, and for in this area, do we go with iron floor again? I don't mind the idea of an iron floor in the full thing. I think we'll do that, and then we know that we spent, well, a lot of money on iron floor, and it can all rust. In terms of the yard, we currently don't have anything in the yard. I think we will put some weights benches in there and such. Let me go ahead and see just sort of what we can have, although there has been people suggesting that we do this. So go over to, say, walls and then build a building in here and have this as whatever we needed. So that is a 5x5, which could serve as a parole, and then you've got two other rooms here, which one of them could serve as, well, one of them could serve as a cleaning cupboard perhaps, or this one here, and then that could serve as a laundry. But we didn't originally intend for there to be a cleaning cupboard, so we wouldn't have that. And then the laundry We didn't originally intend to have people working in the laundry either. But we also don't have shops, so do we need them to work? Like I said in the last episode, and I said, like, what do you think we should do here? With it being gangs which don't work, all gangs means they have to extort each other. Actually, do gang members work? I don't think they do. Anyway, that would really depend on what we have in terms of that intake. Let's have a quick look at that, and that actually looks quite good. I'm very happy with that. I do like the new look of the tiles there. So there's that sorted. Right, so the kitchen and the canteen are pretty much sorted. We haven't got the flooring put in, but it's not a big issue. We do need to hire some more guards and assign guards to patrol routes. I think what I'll do is go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that will get that done, and we'll go to patrol routes. Let me go over to deployment and then patrol routes, and for the time being it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter, it's just all about getting that grant done. And then I am going to sack some of these guards, so over to staff, and then just 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And there's the guards sacked that we got there. We now have another grant, so we can see we've got a governmental security rating, which is have dog anglers. That's a dog angler. That's slightly different from a dog handler. So we're going to place the security room in here. This will have an entranceway probably on that side, and this is where we're going to have several different rooms. We'll have a security room in here, then we'll have a kennel, as well as I guess it would be a room for CCTV, a room for, well, the CCTV, door, controllers, and all of that stuff will be the same room. But we need 3 rooms. We need the CCTV/door opening room, we need the kennel, and we need the armory. And the armory obviously will be the one that's the furthest back, because, well, you really don't want that close to the edge of something. Close to the door anyway, so there we are. So that's getting placed. For the visitation, I would like to get this done, but visitor booths cost a hell of a lot of money. So what I'm going to do is probably build these in like so, like that, and then I will say for this one we are going to remove it, so we don't have a visitation there, just because it's going to cost more to build all that and add the security, where we can build it later on if we want to. Wow, they've been built fairly quickly. That's now visitation, and it means that the deployment can be then set, because we've got this, sorry, that's wrong, that's staff only. We can set this visitation area. I'm also going to say staff only for the reception here, because even though they're escorted in here, there's no problem with that being a staff only. It means they'll be escorted through and they can't go through that way, which means they'll never work that way. That's the original idea anyway. So what I want to do is go over to our brick wall here, and I want to place a brick wall right across here. And that's because I want to make sure that this is set to staff only all the way around the outside. Flooring, it looks like, has been put in. I'm not going to put anything in here, nor anything in the visitation yet, because the buildings, if there are going to be any here, will be determined by the prisons that we get. That's done there. This is not currently done, so we will go ahead and probably sort that out. We are 80% the way towards getting some prisoners, so I mean, looking at the type of prisoners, we've got 4, 8, 160 plus whatever we have in here. That's quite a number of prisoners, so nowhere near this. The kitchen is going to have to be this size, so I think we will probably leave it as that size there. We'll close that off, and we will now work on this building. So we're using the planning tool here, assuming, perhaps wrongly, that we're going to use our use this as the, I guess, the security room for CCTV and such. We could have it. We don't need this security room here. This is for when we, well, just to have a guard stationed around it, as well as have the snitches and stuff if we talk to them. This room here, we could quite simply have it quite a long room like so, and then have, this is the security room, this is kennel, this is armory. What I'd probably do is go for a 4x4 official security room, open that up there to have all of our CCTV stuff and things like that, and then the kennel and the armory on either side. That is not too bad. Problem with it is that kennel will only have 1 row, but also with the limited number of prisoners that we have, I don't think that is a problem. So let's do this. Let's do this. The thing is, with it 1 guard every 10 prisoners, the reality of it starts to hit very quickly that even to have CCTV in these areas instead of having patrols, that's gonna require 1 person to monitor those. And if we have all of these, It means we'll have 16 guards. 16 guards, and at least one of them's going to be on Dell server. One of them's going to be... Probably two of them are going to be on cameras. Another one's going to be on phone taps. There's 4 straight away. You've got probably a 5th and 6th on the patrol around the outside as the K9 units, followed by the snipers, and that will be another 4, although we may exclude those because they don't technically say guard. It says dog handler, guard, armed guards. Yeah. I say it depends on what we class, but that's we're still seeing how that one goes. We're going to go for armory and surveillance. We'll unlock both of those to get this sorted. Let's go over to our... actually, I'll probably place the... Let me go ahead and place the large jail doors in here. Like that and like that. For these 2 areas, we'll have a... I would like a remote door, but I'm probably just going to go for a large jail door there and a solitary, which is the heaviest of doors. Probably doesn't like you calling them that, but that's how it is. So let's go for security. And this is going to technically be a security room, but we're not going to build it as such. The armory we currently don't have unlocked, but it also helps if I go to rooms rather than anything else. Armory there, yeah. So we can probably put it on the top or bottom. Probably the top because... Oh no, we probably don't need to put it on the top anymore. Originally, you would normally go for the armory. You would normally put it up here rather than down there because of the rotation of things, but now everything can be rotated, so that's fine. So we'll put a chair in there, put a filing cabinet in there. That's just our standard security room. In terms of the flooring, we'll go ahead and put that in, so concrete tile. This is the only building here that has this sort of gap around it, like that. We will place the tiles in here, like that, and then they'll go to there. I just want to get this building pretty much sorted. There we go, and then they'll have these bits going all the way to there, on the sides, on the top and bottom, and then we'll have probably, I don't know, do we want grass around the rest of it? Or gravel? Tempted by gravel. I mean, it's going to be a dour and depressing place anyway, so we might as well go for that. Someone did mention, actually, that if you place the flooring in before you place this, you don't get this weird gap. Let me try that. Let me have a... For science, let's have a 3x3 section there. For science... Actually, I might as well cancel that and place it here, because that's probably where the gravel's going to actually be. Yeah, I like that. I like that little... sort of section that's off there. We're going to go over to power, get some power in here, probably run it right across like that in there. That'll do it quite nicely. So we've got our gravel put in. There we are. Now, by all accounts, if you place a fence in there, it should use the what's underneath it, and if that is the case, then I can see me redoing a lot of this at some point. No, it doesn't. That's what I thought. So even if you placed the gravel or other surfaces in, this fence, it's not a transparent fence. The tile set is set to be that. So you're not placing something that has, you're not placing the fence and whatever behind it is shown, so it doesn't have transparency. It's just a case of you place the fence, you're always getting that dirt, which I'm really hoping will change at some point. But we have it this long, so it's not too much of a problem. If we just go to demolish walls, we'll get rid of that. Right, so this is now placed. We are still waiting for the bureaucracy to be finished for... Well, we've got dogs now, so at least we can place the kennel, so we'll do that. So we'll go to kennel, and there we are. And then for the dog crates, which we could rotate around. I guess, if we wanted to, we could easily cut a section of this building off, say, there, and have the kennel in here. Then have that as like a... let's see if we can box clever here. Instead of having the kennel as it is, we could do something like that. And have that as the kennel. Because we're not going to have a lot of... I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5, would 5 be enough? Having 5 slots for the kennel is sort of okay. And then have... This is the security room, and then this is the armory. But again, the armory's too big as well. Like, there's no point in the size of that armory. Redesign. What if we have... That is the cleaning cupboard. That is the cleaning cupboard. That is the security room. It's distance 6, which is perfectly fine. And then that is the armory with the kennel there. That could work. That could work. That actually is probably a better idea. So I'm going to dismantle those. Because the cleaning cupboard was always going to be used by the janitors and the staff, the workers anyway. We weren't going to have any prisoners working in there. So this might be the better idea. It might not be. It might be a terrible idea in every single way, but you don't know until you know. So, in terms of rooms, security's already in. Kennel, we will cancel that off. We will have a wall going along there. We will have a... Where would it be? Security door in... There. And there. And then... There, because the kennels go along there. Okay. This currently doesn't have an anywhere in, but armory is the right size. And laundry, which we're simply going to have a standard door on there. It doesn't have access to the rest of the facility anyway, so it's no problem, is it? Cancel that off. Electrical cable will run up and across. We'll dismantle that. And that'll power all of the things there and all of them there. Pipe work. Like that. So it means that... Oh, that's a minimum 5x5. Darn it! 3, 4. Right, okay. That's a problem. Okay. Yeah, minimum 5x5. Mess that one up. We could shimmy this up one. We could. That would then make this a bit smaller. Too small. The other option is to quite simply get rid of this security room, because if we're honest with each other, it's not really necessary, is it? I don't want to click on the light. Click on the chair. Dismantle. Dismantle. Dismantle and dismantle. Okay. With us having these limitations in building, that admittedly we set ourselves, and limitations in the type of things that we can get, we've got a lot of requirements set that aren't ideal. But it makes it interesting, or at least different anyway. That goes along there. Solitary will go in there. All along to there. And then this is just the security room for whatever we need, so all of the automatic door openers and stuff. We could, if we wanted to, and there is some merit in having this, having it as a separate area like this, and then having your door control servo in there. Door control system like that. It means that it's a lot more secure. To break into that, you have to go through more doors. I do like the idea of it, but having someone locked away in the room, also don't really like. So, you know what? We won't do that for now. Right, so, even though we haven't got these done, at least the original idea is there. We are going to leave it there. I'm going to have to cut it a little bit short, sadly, but at least we've got that building pretty much sorted. So, we've got that going to be placed shortly. We've got the armory over there, laundry there. This is going to be our other security room. I might go ahead and have that section that I mentioned, so the the door control system behind another door, just in case. Although, if we're honest with each other, if the prisoners have already got to that stage, I don't think one more door is going to stop them. They're going to have smashed through all of these doors here, or some of these doors, through that one there, through all of the guards, through the kennel, through the armory, and all the people that are stationed around there. And if they've got to that point, it's pretty much game over. But we are going to leave it there. Next episode, we will probably get some prisoners, and obviously that'll be dependent on what's been said in the last couple of episodes' comments. I'll be checking those up and taking all of that input and seeing how we get on, whether it be changing up to get more guards or excluding some guards from that so we can still have standard guards as well as armed and other ones, or snipers, or whether we go ahead and remove the 100% gang member thing. We still have gangs on, but just not like 100% always have the gangs on the intake there. But we'll see how we get on and go from there. Hope you have enjoyed this video and the series thus far. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.